Okay. For the first current affair issue I'm going to explain is the most interesting issue happened in international relations is NATO joined in sorry, Finland joined in NATO. So Finland joined in NATO. So questions will come in two important dimensions. For MCQ's point of view, for the students who are attending first time to the current affairs session, MCQ's point of view, NATO is important. Number two, for geography section, the location of Finland is also important. For the students who are interested to go for political science optional, this is a very interesting topic, comes under um, a different section called as collective security. So we will try to understand the most important stuff regarding this issue. Now, Finland joined in NATO very recently as a 30th member. Now, what I want to confirm to you is what is NATO? Okay. To understand NATO, we should understand a concept called as collective security. So, before going to understand NATO and before going to understand collective security, how many of you had an idea about Cold War? If you have any idea, just raise your hands. If you don't have any idea, then sit like that. Okay. Try to understand what is a Cold War. Cold War is a war which takes place in cold temperature. Never and never imagine like that. People will slap you if you say like that. Okay. So, what is Cold War? Cold War is ideological conflict. So, what is a Cold War? I told you ideological conflict. So, what do you mean by ideological conflict? So, before that, I would like to tell you very clearly because of NATO, we are now seeing Russia Ukraine war. So, this topic is very, very broad to understand. Putin said NATO expansion into Russian region is one of the reasons for the Russia-Ukraine war. So I would like to tell you what do you mean by what is the reason behind this. But before that, try to understand what is this Cold War is about. Shall I explain you this ideological conflict? Are you ready? No. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Listen, listen. So first of all, what is an idea? Idea can connect you the people. That is the idea. No, idea is one thing which is a permanent phenomena. Like, for example, it will remain same because people will trust this idea. There is a belief component. People will believe this idea. Whatever idea, if it is an idea, people will trust it. If you say when your friend is dying with when your friend decided to die and he is taking some like drugs like that, you say then go for this poison, it will make you to better to die safely like that. I'm just kidding. I want to tell you that you will give an idea, based on that you will believe something. For example, if you say riding bicycle is not good in the on these roads, better you should go for a car like this. That is, you are giving an idea, believing that it is going to give some best results. So this idea was developed during the times of several ages in history. So on that we have one idea, that is people should do business, people should earn money, people should work out on profits, people should not take care about the human rights and other rights. People do work only for the profits, and inequalities are inevitable. They believe that if you have brain, आपको दिमाग है तो पैसा कमाओ. If you don't have brain, work for someone. So this idea was put forward by capitalist people. So capitalism is an idea where they will work for profits. So profits is the most important and necessary for them. So that is capitalism. Whereas inequalities, they will believe it is okay. If I am working, if I am getting money, that is my talent. If you are working, if you are getting money, that is your talent. So they don't believe that it is looting some money. It is, they believe that if you have brain, you are earning. That's it. Opposite to this, we have one other reason. Before going to tell that, I would like to tell you this important stuff very clearly. So NATO background is ideological conflict, that is Cold War era. So now I would like to explain you one Cold War era is inequalities are inevitable, that is capitalism. Opposite to that, we have socialism. My dear friends, I'm explaining you very briefly. If I need to explain these two, Cold War and socialism and capitalism, I will take at least 40 to 55 minutes to explain this simple stuff. So I'm not taking too much of stress on explaining the depth of the content. I am giving you the information on the basic level. So what is Cold War? It's an ideological conflict between capitalism and socialism. Socialism means they will believe on equality. I have to write egalitarian societies. Here they will try to give importance to the workers. Of course, it is not true in fact. So profits are not important here. Equality is one of the basic important thing we have to understand. So what is Cold War? Simple definition we just learned. It's ideological conflict between capitalism and socialism. Am I clear with respect to Cold War definition?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So that is the very interesting stuff we understood. So what is the thing? After 1945, the capitalism bloc was represented by USA and USSR bloc was represented by, sorry, socialism bloc was represented by USSR. Done. So now we came to know that Cold War is an ideological conflict between capitalism and socialism. Socialism is represented by USSR and capitalism was represented by USA. Now, this is the background information one must have before going to understand the issue. Okay. I want to repeat again that NATO is a background. NATO is works on collective security, but before that, we should understand that Cold War. What is Cold War? It is an ideological conflict. Ideological conflict. You should understand that this ideological conflict between capitalism and socialism. Capitalism represented by USA and socialism represented by USSR. Now, before NATO, they both worked in one group called as Allied Forces. Opposite, you have Axis forces during World War II. You know very well, World War II started in 1939 and ended in 1945. So after 1945, USSR expanded in Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe. USSR expanded in Eastern Europe, whereas USA got doubt over this expansion. I repeat again. USSR tried to expand in Eastern Europe, whereas USA got doubts over this expansion. They are having fears, like why it is expanding like that. Now, if someone is if someone is expanding, if someone is expanding power, it will create problem. I will give you one live example at home. Generally, in our South India, after marriage of a boy, he will bring his wife to his home. Okay. After coming here, this wife will have issues with the mother-in-law. I'm not sure in Bengali culture. In our culture, mother-in-law and the wife will have some issues. And boy is in a position that he cannot console wife, he cannot console mother. Have you watched Bahubali 2? How many of you watched Bahubali 2? No one watched Bahubali 2. Someone watched Bahubali 2, let me know. What do you remember in Bahubali 2? It is a conflict between it is a conflict between Devasena and Sivagami. Okay, Devasena and Sivagami. Who had suffered most suffered character is it is Bahubali only. So entire Bahubali suffered because of his wife and his mother. This is the unfortunate character of a boy. Now try to understand. I'm not going to give you that example for understanding power. See, power is the ability of influence, the ability of influencing someone, or the power to do certain things. Now, what will happen? USA is trying to had its influence in Europe region in during World War II, but now it is occupied. It is now getting competition from USSR. Will USA accept this, my dear friends? Take our own example. Will USA accept the rise of USSR? I need your opinion. Someone can unmute yourself and can
No,
say yes,
sir.
sir. Absolutely no. Absolutely no. Because it is already had some power and a new power is approaching here. They will never accept it. My dear friends, this is right now burning. Now USA now facing issue from China. So China is now giving up competition for them, but is it is not a time to discuss about China. I will purely restrict myself towards the NATO. Now, when USSR is expanding in Eastern Europe, America got alert and America called the like-minded countries. There are 13 countries at that time to 19 in 1948 to Washington. To Washington, we call it as it is called as Washington Consensus. Washington Consensus, and finally in 1949 under Washington Consensus, we have North Atlantic Treaty Organization based on collective security. So the major ambition is to counter expansion of communism. Expansion of communism or socialism. Very, very interesting factor. So after World War II, after World War II, after World War II, we had that USSR is expanding in Eastern Europe. USSR is expanding in Eastern Europe. Not happy with this. Not happy with this. That is Washington consensus was conducted by USA, led by USA. And this USA under Washington consensus established North Atlantic Treaty Organization. Understood the steps one by one very clearly. Okay. So, can you tell me this? Answer this question. Which among the following created North Atlantic Organization? Number one, that is London Club. Number two, Washington Consensus. Number three, European Union. Number four, UN. Tell me your answer.
Sir, number two, Washington Consensus.
Absolutely, you should have an idea very clearly that. Now, to join in NATO, every member country should accept it. So, recently there are 29 countries. The last one is Montenegro, but now it is 30th one, which is important for us, that is Finland. Look at the Finland very carefully in our map, whatever map you had, whether it is Oxford, whether it is Orient Black Swan, whether it is Google Map, locate Finland very carefully. Finland is in news because of two important issues. Finland is in news because of two important issues. Number one is right now joining in NATO. Number one is right now joining in NATO. Number two is its recent controversial issue regarding its prime minister. How many of you know aware about Prime Minister Sanna Marin? A beautiful lady, sorry, a beautiful prime minister. So she uh, posted one selfie video where she is enjoying with what do you call her friends. Okay, so she is one of the youngest, in fact, world youngest prime minister. She is 34. Okay, more or less. Okay, we will discuss about Sana Marin later. So what is important is this particular issue is important, and finally Finland is joined here. So Finland is in news because of two issues. Number one, Sana Marin, private party video, and number two is Finland joining in NATO. Am I clear with this? Are you clear with this stuff?
Yes, sir.
So these are the countries in
Yes,
NATO.
sir.
These are the countries in NATO, my dear friends, and just work out on them. And look at this Finland, look at this Norway and Finland. Three are in news because of one more issue I will have to mention here. That is Nord Stream 2. A project, a project which is passing through Nordic countries, a, a pipeline project which is passing through Nordic countries. So what are the Nordic countries? We had Iceland, Iceland, Denmark, Norway, and we call it as Sweden. Very important for us. Sweden and Finland. So these are the countries. Of course, some will add Greenland also. Greenland, all the stuff are there. But this is important information for us. Okay. Again, I want to convey to you that here we have one Nordic Stream 2 project, which was cancelled by Germany, which is a project between Russia and Germany. Do remember this project, Nordic Stream 2 project, very important for prelims. Nordic Stream 2 project, gas pipeline project between which two countries? Russia and Germany. This project passes through Iceland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland, even Greenland also. So you can look at here. We have Norway, we have Sweden, we have Finland, we have Denmark and Iceland. So this is passing throughout these regions. See here, this is how the route pass and it will reach Germany. So this is how it will pass here. The route is very simple. So this is how it will pass here. Okay. So this is Nord Stream 2 project, consists of these countries. Just remember that. I'm telling you, Nord Stream 2 project is between Russia and Germany, but I'm giving you what are Nordic countries. Nordic countries are Iceland, Denmark, Norway, Sweden, Finland. What are these three countries? Any idea about these three countries? Very important for map. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania. Baltic nations. Baltic nations. You should remember these names very carefully. Baltic nations. Turkey, you should also locate it in your map. Do remember that. Am I clear? So, hope you are aware about the current affair issue happened a few months back. That is Nordic Stream project. Are you clear about it?
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is the thing which is going on. So I want to confirm to you that collective security means Collective security means if you if you are a group of members, let us say if you are 30 members, in your 30 members, let us say if one person attacks, let us say member 28, but all you people going to attack him. You don't understand with this example, I will give you a live example. Okay. How many of you remember 9 by 11 attacks? 9 by 11 attacks. 9 by 11 attacks was happened against USA by Al Qaeda. Are you aware about this Al Qaeda? Osama bin Laden. Now, tell me one important question. Al Qaeda targeted which country? They
USA.
absolutely correct. So, who are involved in this issue? USA and Al Qaeda, right? But according to the agreement of NATO, if one country among the NATO members is affected, all will attack the enemy country. So, if USA is affected, all the NATO countries targeted Al Qaeda. This is called as collective security. See here, that is, see the definition very carefully. States attempt to prevent or stop wars, act together against one or all states. Against one or all states. Am I clear with this collective security meaning? That is
Yes, sir.
very
Yes, sir.
important, my dear friends. In conceptual knowledge, you will get this question. NATO doesn't work on collective security. No, NATO works on collective security. That is the important stuff. You have to work out on it. Am I clear with this? So these are the recent operations conducted by NATO in different parts of. Last operation is Afghanistan, where they left. Right now, this is what is happening. So this is the first current affair issue topic, that is NATO, and hope you are clear with this. Any doubts over NATO issue? Any doubts? Any doubts over NATO issue? I'm asking you, any doubts over NATO issue?
No, sir.
I'm happy to wait for one more minute. Check out yourself and tell me. Yes, is Divi, Boloma.
No, sir. I don't have any doubt.
आप लेकिन आप कांग्रेस के सिंबल क्यों आप राइज किया? चिप्पम्मा. Okay, that's it. I got one more hand raised there. If I'm not wrong, I'm not sure about your pronunciation. I'm sorry for it. Okay.
Sir.
Yes, my dear. It's Anvecha. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So
Anvecha.
in Wikipedia, it's showing there are 31 countries in NATO, but you said 30.
31 is Finland is on the way. So Sweden is on the way. So Sweden yet to become the official member, but it is on the way. Okay, just wait for some time. I will give you clarification in the next weeks. Okay, Sweden is accepted by almost 28 countries. I think Hungary and Turkey is not accepting Sweden. If it goes, it is 31. Okay, just wait for a few more days. That's enough. Right. So with this, I hope I'm clear with the stuff. And next, I'm going to explain you next important current affair issue. This is from Science and Technology. And my dear friends, tomorrow we are having one more session. Tomorrow's session is purely for prelims batch. I mean, people who are writing prelims. Tomorrow we are having all the important current affair issues from May to Jan. In fact, I will add the recent ones also, and you will get that is after next week we will have session on same polity or other topics. So May to Jan, last 3 months you are supposed to cover. So what are the major issues we will try to cover with the background knowledge. So apart from you people, whoever preparing for civil service examination, prelims point of view, tomorrow's 2 hours, don't miss. So I will give you background stuff also. New students can also join. You will get an idea how to prepare notes for current affairs. Rough and rough, around 50 different topics will be covered. So tomorrow I will cover mostly, let us say, some topics. Today I will start at least few. Okay. So we will see how things will go. Okay. So the next important issue, first death in India, in fact throughout the world by a fungus. Okay. Fortunately, it happened in in Kolkata. So in Kolkata region, a 61 years old man was died because of infection from a virus, a fungus. Do you understand the fungus name? How to pronounce? Any biology student can help us? Any biology, microbiology student?
Sir, Chondrosterum purpurum.
Candosterum purpurum. Okay, Candosterum purpurum. Divi, your biology student?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good. Microbiology or biology or biotechnology?
Sir, biology.
Great. Right, so this is the Chondrosterum purpurum as given by microbiologist here, so biologist. So Chondrosterum purpurum is a virus, is a fungi name. Remember this Chondrosterum purpurum. So if you want to scold someone, if you want to scold me, you Kalyan sir, you are a Chondrosterum purpurum, like that you can scold. Remember this for a longer time, because coming to the trend in 2015, there was a question about this kind of name. They gave the name and they asked what is this. So based on that stuff, we can expect a question on the same lines. So do remember this name, Condosterum purpurum, which is the fungi very famous among the science students, particularly the students who are studying about the plants and trees, because this is a fungus generally affect the trees of rose families, species of rose families, and this particularly this particular stuff this particular fungus recorded first ever death in India. So remember that the first plant fungus death in India was recorded in Kolkata. Was recorded in Kolkata, and the name of the fungus is Chondrosterum purpurum. Am I clear? Chondrosterum purpurum, and generally this is a plant fungus. Usually damages the silver leaf disease. Usually creates silver leaf disease. Am I clear with that? Now we should have an idea about what is this fungus and what is this virus and what is this bacteria. Then only we can go for the other stuff. Because generally in science, just a second, my dear friends. Hello. Kathy, నేను కాల్ చేశాను ఎందుకంటే ఇందాక క్లాస్లో ఉండగా నేను లైక్ ఏమంటారు దాన్ని అదే క్లాస్ చెప్తున్నాను నోట్ చేసుకుంటామని కాల్ చేశాను. స్విచ్ ఆఫ్ చేసుకుని నువ్వు చదువుకుంటున్నావు అప్పుడు, ఇఫ్ ఐఎమ్ నాట్ రాంగ్. ఓకే 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 నో ఇష్యూ. రేపు చూస్తాను. నేను 9 తర్వాత ఫ్రీ అవుతాను. 9 తర్వాత ఒకసారి మాట్లాడతాను. ఓకే. And I want to know what is the current status about the preparation. Okay. Right, Kyati, bye. I'll talk to you. Sure. Okay. So we will get an idea about. Yeah, we'll get an idea about what is. Is my screen visible to you?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
You,
sir.
you should tell me that. Now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the bacteria, what is bacteria here? So bacteria is a thing which you need to microscope, and what is important is bacteria is several types. It can be used harmful or useful. Useful bacteria like you see bacillus, lactobacillus, which you and me will prepare this what you call curd. Okay. And then we have virus, very harmful, always harmful virus. And then we have this can be harmful or not harmful. See, virus obviously is danger to human beings. You know why? Let us consider one cell, and this cell will have a so-called on cytoplasm, and there will find a fluid liquid, and there we will have some materials like DNA, like that. Now what virus will do? Virus will try to enter here, and in this nucleus we have things like, mitochondria. What they will do? If virus comes, it will accept. Next, mitochondria, and along with that, there will be some mitosis will happen, and there you will see mRNA replication will start. This mRNA doesn't have brain; it will act. That's it. If virus comes to here, it will replicate. That's it. It will get more virus. So like that, our body will get more and more virus, and it will try to impact our health also, immune system also. So here, virus is more dangerous. This kind of stuff is well recorded in virus. That is, virus entering into host cell and damaging the host cell is recorded. And that particular thing we came to know as cell eating. That is, it will try to use, and it will try to rise in the foreign body. Cell eating, it is the stuff we will call. Unfortunately, cell eating, this cell eating is now done by plant fungus. Remember this word, phagosome or phagocytis. Quite important for us. Do remember that. That is entering into a foreign body and try to replicate there. That process will goes on. So this is for the first time ever done by a plant fungus. सुनो मेरी बात, एक plant fungus है. This plant fungus क्या होता है कि it entered into a human body and it replicated and damaged the health system of the human body. This kind of process we call it as phagocytis. Okay, meaning cell eating. So it will try to enter into the body. So see here, it will try to ability to ingest. So phagocyte means that is ability to ingest, sometimes even digest the foreign particles. So that is the thing which I can tell you clearly with respect to this chondrosterum purpureum. Okay, so this is plant fungus. The names are important, and the one of the reason given by Down to the Earth magazine is climate change. So it is useful in answer writing also. When writing answers effects of climate change, if you are writing an answer effects of a question on effects of climate change, use this value addition point from today onwards. That is, rise in temperatures, even rising rising chances of invasion of fungi on human body. Invasions of fungi on human body. Do understand this very importantly. Do understand this stuff very carefully. Am I clear till now? So climate change and global warming now giving a chance to fungus to tolerate high temperatures, and it can damage human health. Take a case study of this 61 years old man who was died because of plant fungus. Am I clear, my dear friends, till now? Need your
Yes, sir.
confirmation, my dear friends.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
check out the names, and the process is important. Phagocytis, that is a foreign entering into foreign body and creating problems to it. So that is the thing I can tell you. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now we have one more current affair issue, that is recently monetary policy committee was conducted and they announced the rates. Now the two topics which I discussed in the last 2 minutes, last half an hour, they are new topics. Most of you are understood that. But this topic is completely economy topic. So before that, I will talk to you How many of you are about monetary policy? How many of you are aware about monetary policy? Just Bharat Jodo, हाथ just raise your hands. Monetary policy के बारे में कि I mean किस लोगों को मालूम है? Okay, करो यादव. So how many people are aware about it? I'm sorry for it. How many people are aware about monetary policy? आपको जानते हैं तो just raise your hands or else just stay calm. Those students who are writing prelims, Joey, Ayan, Kaushal, Jit. I think Jit is not writing. Kaushal is aware. Joey is still seeing everyone. Joey is aware. Anvesha, I you are attending in first time my class, but you are raising your hand. I'm very happy for that, Anvesha. Roshmi is also aware about. Shekhar is also aware about it. No issue. I will take someone to help us. Before that, let me talk to one student here. Divi,
Yes, sir.
Divi, hello.
Yes, sir.
I think we are not able to listen her voice. Divi, we are not able to listen your voice.
Sir, but I am able to listen your voice.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Divi. Divi, what are your hobbies?
Sir, singing.
Okay, thank you so much. Sing a song for us.
Sir, for real.
Korean.
No, sir. I'm asking for real.
Yeah. How many of you are accepting the proposal? Raise your hand. Not an issue. Please. Yeah, Roshni is on the line. Kaushali say yes. Oh, is that a song? Smiley like that? Because I am not sure about Bengali language. So, is that a song? In fact,
No, sir. I am not Bengali.
I think you are from Raipur, from
Yes,
Chhattisgarh.
sir. Yes, sir.
So, shuru kar do.
Okay, sir.
You know what happened last I think a couple of months back. These people like Joey, Ayan, Jit, and some other people, they made me to sing a Bengali song. I sung it, in fact. Pura. I reciting someday. Pura no se bole kota bull wick. Hey, am I correct, Joey? Kaushal? I think same song, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes. You are there in
Yes, sir, you're correct. Absolutely correct.
you are there in Roshni. Are you there in the class at that time?
Yes, sir.
Then it's okay. Fine, fine then. So, fine. We will take your call after the topic, my dear. After the topic, I will talk to you. Okay. Just
Okay,
prepare
sir.
yourself. So now we will go for the next topic, that is monetary policy. Just a second, please. Hello. 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 Okay. So monetary policy. Monetary policy is the issue which we are now going to discuss. Now, I will give you an explanation about what is. Yeah. Hello. Yes. 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 Now, my video, my face. What is the important thing is. Hmm, how to tell you that we cannot show our face. But anyway, I will try. Just a second, please. Okay, sure. Purano say just a second. Your people ask me to do something. I have to check out everything. Mhm. Are you able to see my screen?
No, sir.
Sir.
Ayyo, is it true? Okay then. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible.
Not my
Sir,
face.
sir, no, you are visible. The screen is not.
Okay. You should confirm that. I am visible. What is the use of me? Okay, you should see my screen also. My fan is visible, I guess now. Okay. So mm, we'll do that. We'll do that. Just a second, please. Purano se hit. Mhm. Now, am I visible to you?
No, sir. The screen is visible.
Oh, you need screen, right? Then me. Better. Okay. So yeah, so Monetary Policy Committee meeting was held recently. So it is our duty to understand the importance of Monetary Policy Committee for prelims, for economy, for our other government jobs. For example, if you are writing any Chhattisgarh Public Service Commission exam or West Bengal Public Service Commission exam, take whatever Service Commission exam is, you will find question or a topic of Monetary Policy Committee. Further, I would like to tell you, if you're writing any bank jobs or SSL jobs, this is very important stuff. So in this class, I will try to provide you the basic and important steps towards the Monetary Policy Committee. Now, try to understand the background of Monetary Policy Committee. Here, according to RBI Act 1934, it was created. Now, I should tell you the background of it. In the year 2015, Gurjit Patel, remember this name? Gurjit Patel committee was appointed, and Gurjit Patel committee recommended Monetary Policy Committee on a statutory basis. What is based on statute? Based on law. So, which committee recommended Monetary Policy Committee? Straightforward question in many Public Service Commission exams. Even it was asked in the Bihar Public Service Commission exam also at that time. So, Urjit Patel Committee recommended Monetary Policy Committee. This is the first and basic step. It was asked in RBI Grade B exam, who was the governor of RBI at that time, while the creation of MPC, that is Raghuram Rajan. Raghuram Rajan. Names are important for certain times, you should remember that. So, Raghuram Rajan is important. And now, then what happened is 2015, we have Urjit Patel Committee created this. Now, try to understand here. Under Reserve Bank of India, Act 1934, which was amended in 2016 after the recommendations in 2015, that is, monetary policy was given a statutory basis. Statutory basis, that is, it is mentioned in the Act. What was the section? 45ZB. So do remember that 45ZB talks about RBI Act 1934. RBI Act 1934 talks about Monetary Policy Committee. The first important factual information we should keep in our mind. RBI Act 1934. I should also remind you one more issue, my dear friends. On April 1st, 1935, RBI was created as part of the Government of India Act 1935. Hope you are aware about this information. And it was recommended by Hilton Young Commission. It was recommended by Hilton Young Commission. Okay. So on April 1st, as we are discussing in the current affairs in April 11th, so which is more or less close to April 1st. On April 1st, we have this Government of India Act 1935, and it was recommended based on the Hilton Young Commission. Do remember that. So there was a question in again RBI Grade B exam and SSC CGL exam, that is, who among the following played an important role in the establishment of RBI? They gave Lala Lajpat Roy, Balagangadhar Tilak, Subhash Chandra Bose, and B.R. Ambedkar. Who played an important role in this RBI establishment? Any guess from our team?
B.R.
Sir,
Ambedkar.
B.R. Ambedkar.
Absolutely correct. B.R. Ambedkar played an important role. So he wrote a book. The book name is Rupee, its problems, its origin, Rupee, its origin, problems and solution. Based on this book, Hilton and Commission established this RBI. The book name is RBI, its or sorry, Rupee, its origin, problem and solutions. Rupee, its Rupee, its origin, problems and solution. Hope I gave you very good information regarding RBI background. RBI first governor is Osborne Smith. Who is the 25th governor? Who is 25th governor? He is Shaktikant Das IAS.
Das.
Okay, Shaktikant Das IAS. Do remember that. Now, Monetary Policy Committee was framed on RBI Act 1934 under Section 45ZB. Is it clear? Second important thing which you should remember again, that is 45ZA created flexible inflation targeting called as FIT. Flexible inflation targeting called as FIT 45ZA. 45ZA. Okay, I repeat again. 45ZA talks about flexible inflation targeting. My dear friends, it was for 5 years. I mean to say from 2016 to 2021. So, what was the flexible inflation targeting rate in India? They fixed like this. That is, the highest is 6%, the lowest is 2%, and it should be maintained at 4%. So 4% and plus or minus 2%. That is 4% plus or minus 2% is the values. So inflation in India should be 4%. It can rise up to plus 2%. It can decrease up to minus 2%. Am I clear with this FIT? It is in news, my dear friends. I will tell you why also. FIT is in news. So see, as I am discussing with you Monetary Policy Committee recent issues, I am thoroughly revising the previous stuff which is important for the students who are writing prelims. Okay, so I want to convey to you that FIT is again in news because I will tell you that reason within 1 minute, but try to understand what is FIT. Flexible inflation targeting. Flexible inflation targeting was mentioned in the RBI Act 1934 under Section 45ZA. What is it, flexible inflation targeting? It says that 5 years will be given to you to conduct this so-called thing. So it is a 4% here, but it can increase to 6% and to 2%. Am I clear with this stuff? Now, from 2021, it was revised and now it is gone to 2026. So, what is the highest inflation rate fixed by Government of India along with RBI? 6% in India, according to FIT. What is the lowest level of inflation fixed by RBI and Government of India according to RBI Act 1934? 2%.
2%.
Okay, both are very important values for economy paper, quite important because nowadays inflation is beyond the limit. Now again, one more concept is lighting here. That is, what is CPI? What is CPI? Consumer Price Index. हमको भी पता है, इधर लिखा है, लेकिन आपको मैं कहना चाहता हूँ what is CPI is about. So before CPI, I would like to take your time for this concept. That is this concept, that is CPI, the concept of CPI and WPI. Look at here very carefully, please see here. That is CPI is measures the inflation at consumer level. WPI measures the inflation at wholesale level. CPI is given by Central Statistical Office. Majorly, there are categories here. There are several categories of CPI. For example, CPI wage labor is given by Labor Bureau. Okay, I cannot say everything is given by CSO, but one category is given by Labor Bureau. Wholesale is given by Office of Economic Advisor under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Most important question asked in SSC exam and asked in CDS exam of UPSC again. So because this is not given by Ministry of Finance, my dear friends, do concentrate here. It is given by Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Wholesale price index. Wholesale price index focus mostly on goods. CPI covers both goods and services. Until 2014, it is WPI, but after 2014, it is CPI. Am I clear with you this stuff? Are you now got an idea? I'm going to Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. So now you are aware about what is MPC. Before even you are now aware about what is RBI, when it was established, who is the first Governor General. We understood what is MPC, how it started, and everything. Now we are on the way to understand, that is what are the. I mean, we also understood what is FIT, what is Section 4, ZB, ZA, and also we also try to understand the other important stuff, that is the fix and everything. Now, Monetary Policy Committee will have 6 members. 3 will be from Government of India, 3 will be from RBI itself, and meetings will be headed by RBI Governor, who is a ex officio. That is, by his position, he will become a member. Ex officio. Am I clear? So, this is the background stuff of MPC. Now we are going to now understand the important terms in the Monetary Policy Committee. I will tell you the current rates, but before that, just understand. So the first term is repo rate. So repo rate means it is when banks need money, they will go to RBI, and banks will keep government security. How many of you are aware about government security, and how many of you are not aware of government security? Let me know. If you ask me to explain government security in a brief manner, I will explain. If you don't need it, I don't explain. How many of you are aware about government securities? Please let me know. And later, I would like to ask you, how many of you are, do you want me to explain government securities? No errors. There is no yes. Okay, leave it, no problem. Now, government security is an instrument by government to borrow some money from the market. Now here repo rate means banks will get money from RBI based on the government securities. Banks will get money. In fact, not only banks, clients of RBI, I have to tell you the exact word mentioned in RBI Act. Clients of RBI, any client of RBI, if they want to get money, they simply should submit the government security and they can get the money. Okay, so that is repo rate. That is the rate of interest paid by banks to RBI. The rate of interest paid by banks to RBI, that is your repo rate. Okay. Then we have standard deposit facility. So standard deposit facility is the rate at which RBI accepts the uncontrolled, uncollateralized deposits. Okay, uncollateralized deposits. That is the loans. So the rate at which RBI accepts the deposits. Okay, quite important one. Do remember that. Next, we have marginal standing facility. That is the amount useful for overnight borrowings. The amount useful for overnight borrowings. So overnight borrowings, it will help you. Overnight borrowings, they will try to get it the money. Okay. Liquid adjustment facility is also, it is the elements which are mentioned in exchange of repos. I mean repo rate, reverse repo rate, and starting deposits facility, and we have marginal starting facility, liquid adjustment facility. Everything comes under everything comes under liquid adjustment facility. Quite important thing. Whatever comes under repo rate, reverse repo rate, standard deposit facility, marginal starting facility, and comes as a broad name called as liquidity adjustment facility. Is it clear to everyone? What is liquid adjustment facility?
So
Yes.
I couldn't understand the standing deposit facility.
No, that's okay, no problem. I will tell you here. Listen. So sometimes, sometimes some people will deposit money. Now they will deposit money and they will get interest rate. RBI created same kind of mechanism, that is deposits, but they created with a different things. Here they will accept the deposits, however, they are uncollateralized, uncollateralized deposits. So uncollateralized deposit means the deposits, the deposits whichever doesn't have the deposits whichever doesn't have any kind of any kind of deposits. I mean to say, if you see the case of repo rates, bank will go to RBI and a bank will get deposit of government securities. Okay, but here RBI doesn't take any collateral, no collateral. It will give overnight basis. Okay, this is standing deposit facility. Am I clear now, Anvesha?
Bilkul.
Hope you got very much clarity now. Done. So liquid adjust facility means sometimes this mismatch will happen, like excess money and low money. Excess money is a problem, low money is a problem. For example, if you have excess money, generally what students will do, if he is a boy student, if he is a boy, he will think about what to die, what sorry, what to I mean how what are the important books, what is the important newspapers should buy, what is the important magazine should buy, what is the standard books of UPSC preparation should buy. If same money given to girl, she will think about what to eat, what lipstick she has to buy, what other things. Don't add me as a feminist. I'm just giving very good examples for the sake of understanding. Okay, last class I gave one example. Not your batch, for other batch I gave an example. And I don't know, in that class there is one student who is a feminist leader. She shouted like this, "Hey, how dare you to tell that?" Like that, she started to debate. I said, "Madam ji, just for the sake of class, I cracked some jokes. I'm extremely sorry for your feminist organization," like that. She shouted and she started to converse like this. "Hey, how dare you to talk like that? You are a faculty. How can I tell you like that?" Like that, she started to shout. I don't know how to react. First time in my class, it was happened to me. So I want to convey to you that I'm giving these examples. Don't add me like a feminist, anti-feminist, whatever. I'm not any East. My East is enough. Okay. So anyway, excess money means it lead to inflation.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me.
So, so you said that borrowing money from the commercial banks is repo rate. So isn't that the reverse repo rate?
No, banks borrowing from RBI. See the direction here. Banks borrowing from RBI, my dear friend. When RBI is borrowing money from the bank, it is reverse repo rate.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Anvesha. Okay, so they should not have this inflation depression, so they will maintain this liquid adjustment facility. Now, further, I would like to tell you that cash reserve ratio. So, cash reserve ratio means every bank, whatever deposits it has, it will try to give loans. When bank is giving loan, when bank is giving loan, that if sudden unforeseen event came, people came and demanded their money. If bank give entire amount as a loan and it doesn't have money to satisfy the depositor, bank will lose the reputation and depositor will won't come to the any bank after having a bad experience. Now, this important information you should remember very clearly. I repeat again, that is whenever you have a money, whenever you have money, so banks will try to give, banks you will deposit in a bank and banks will give it as a loan. Understand, my friends? Now, this important concept explains you one simple step. Banks won't give entire money. They will keep the bank money deposits will like this. Net deposit time liabilities. Net deposit time liabilities. This is the stuff. Whatever the deposit is there, it will do like that. So it will be like in two hands, my dear. One is net demand time liability in two categories. Number one, it is like it is like the stuff like this. For example, time deposits. One is current deposits. Time deposit means the deposits which are fixed deposits, recurring deposits. Current deposits are CASA, that is savings account and current account. Saving account and current account. Now, if you give entire amount, let us say 100 crores came as a deposit, and if you give 100 crores, if deposits came, what you will do? So, banks keep certain percent that we call it as CRR, which is a cash based thing. It will keep with RBI. There will be no interest on it. There is no interest on it. Am I clear to you, everyone? CRR, that is cash reserve ratio, in which central bank will central bank will try to keep the banks so-called money here. Sorry, so banks money here, and that too it is a interest free. So CRR doesn't have any interest. Do remember that CRR doesn't have any interest. That is CRR. So do focus here. I want to convey to you. That is CRR. CRR doesn't guarantees you any interest. Any interest. Next important thing is CRR. CRR is purely a commercial thing. So whatever CRR say, if there is high inflation, government will say high inflation, high CRR. If it is low inflation, government will say it will give like it will feed more people like that. So what I want to convey to you is what governance is telling to you. What governance is telling to you, that is yes. What CRR is telling to you? Tell me what CRR is telling to you. I meant to say what CRR is telling to you. Banks has to keep certain amount of cash with whom?
With RBI.
Exactly, with RBI, and that is the most important concept we should remember. Next we have that is marginal. I mean reverse repo rate. Did with the bank rate is the rate at which banks will give loans. That is the rate. So what is the rates right now? 6.25 and repo rates and everything. And do remember these ideas. Not very much important. Just have an idea. Okay, so that is so whoever going for prelims, please make a note of the recent updates in the recent updates in the recent updates in this particular monetary policy committee. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts, my dear friends, in this topic? I'm happy to be here. No doubts. No doubts means people should understand two things. One is he doesn't understand anything. One thing, he has very good understanding power. Okay. Now we will try to understand the next current affair issue. Just a second. Just a second. Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll continue the next topics. Okay, Misha just today launched this program called as Vibrant Village Program. I brought this Vibrant Village Program because of one issue that this was repeatedly in news even on the eve of independence also. So this was repeatedly in news even several times of our last few years. This was a other program name, but the name was changed. I will tell you the board stuffs also. But try to understand this particular concept is very important for a prelims point of view at a larger scale, because vibrant vibrant village program vibrant village program which was conducted by government of India. And in this vibrant village program, what the ambition is to develop the least, I mean, the villages in the border areas. To develop the villages in the border areas. Do you mind, my dear friends? That is, in the month of Feb, in Ladakh, we have same kind of initiative. In Ladakh, we have same kind of initiative. So, vibrant village model, even mentioned in the 2022 financial year budget speech. 2022 financial budget speech. Okay, so we should understand what is this scheme is about. So, vibrant village program. The vibrant village program is an initiative of central government under center's programs center sector scheme. Okay, it's a center sectors program. What do you mean by center sectors program? What do you mean by center sector program? Any idea?
So it
Okay,
is fully funded by the central government.
absolutely 100% funded by government. Center sponsor scheme means 60, 40, 90, 10 like that will be there. Understood? So center sector scheme was center sponsor scheme it is there, and it will try to cover all the bordering villages. So what they will do? First up, they will provide you training, free of training. Okay. So this is quite important information for us to understand. That is one sector scheme announced in 2020 budget. And what is most important, it covers all the border areas. All the border areas. The ambition is to develop infrastructure like roads, telecommunication, to provide inclusive development. Inclusive development. Understood? So this is the program called as Village Program. I request you do read about Amrit Sarovar. Of course, I will discuss tomorrow. Amrit Sarovar issue. So this is quite important information one can read from this stuff. Am I clear? Am I clear with the particular issue?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So recently, even last class, I explained you about Rahul Gandhi issue. How many of you are attended the session or not? But most of you are aware about Rahul Gandhi issue. what is happened here, what was the things goes on, everything. Okay. So in continuation to that, we have some current affair issues. Some current affair issues. We'll see them one by one. Okay. The first one is, that is, Parliament is now going to create goods and services service tax appellate tribunal. Service tax appellate tribunal. So again, to resolve the disputes in this issue. Okay. So government gave notification. Service tax appellate tribunal is now going to be formed. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Now this is one more issue I will discuss with you later time. Will take a lot of time, and it is also not very much important now itself. Now coming to schemes, we have several schemes in the month of April. So the first scheme is PM Mitra. PM Mitra is a textiles apparel program. Okay, it is export control capital. If export control capital goods scheme, capital goods scheme. Okay, so next we have several things here, but what is most important thing is this name is important for our prelims point of view. Do search more about PM Mitra scheme as part of your notes. As part of your notes, you can remember all this stuff. Do maintain a clarity here. Next, other important small, I mean, very small issue is the exercise cope, exercise cope exercise. I think we will discuss it in the next session. So before that, we will have one more issue, one more current affair issue. We'll before going to that, we'll move ahead. So that is national SCO's National Security Advisors meeting. Okay. Till now, even our students can remind. I discussed with you regarding the issue of SCO, SCO, Shanghai Cooperation Organization, Auditor General institutions, scientific advice institutions. Then we have the issues regarding issues regarding the emerging technology. Then we have Varanasi festival. Then we have Bombay festival. Okay, so this is the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. So you just recall. I think I discussed all this stuff in our previous session. Those who are in the class, they can remind this SCO, everything we discussed. SCO, I will repeat again once again now. After USSR disintegration in 1991, 15 republics was formed to settle the border issues. Border issues, we have border issues. We have created Shanghai 5. In 2001, Shanghai 5 became SCO. Are you able to recall this information? Those who attended the session, I'm not talking about other people. Other people, I will definitely explain this stuff in the coming days because there is one more SCO meeting going in India very soon. We'll wait and watch for the development. Then I will explain you what is SCO very clearly. But for the time's sake, how many of you are aware about the SCO issue? Please let me know. You are reminding the SCO issue, right? Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Okay, now we are going to understand SCO members. Tajikistan, China, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, and Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan. These are the original countries in SCO. In fact, Russia is also not there. So originally, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 countries. Originally, these are five countries. In 2017, India and Pakistan was added. So these are the members countries. And this year, last year, G20 meetings happened in Eluru, also in the nearby region of some parts of India, not Andhra Pradesh. So this is SCO meetings recently connected in connected in New Delhi. That is a recent meeting. So on 7th July 2002, 7th July 2002, India joined in mistake. Sorry, India joined in SCO. India joined in SCO. Do you remember that? Okay. So as I told you, rats is one common phenomena. What do you mean by rats? Mushiko in last class I discussed, right? Okay. This is project of India, INSTC. Again, you can have a question. Okay, when your class is like, I mean, in a sense, INSTC. What do you mean by INSTC? Any idea about INSTC? International North South North-South Transport, International North-South Transport Corridor is a word. So when I said this, one of the banker asked me, "Can I give you loan for this project?" I said, "I'm just advisor. There are other people who take an important decision. Then you can talk to them." So like that, I can tell you, Instec and which are wars, it's now useful in war also. Maybe from uh, uh, beginning from Saint Berg and Moscow, Astrakhan, and India. Those who are writing prelims, get the map immediately. Get the map and try to locate them very carefully. Okay, so map is very important for prelims point of view. Those are failing to read the map, better you should think about the map and other strategies. Okay, so with this I will stop here. Tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening we will have a session, and from tomorrow evening, I'm going to start polity current affair issues. Polity current affairs in the sense the polity current affair issues from 2020 Jan to 2021 Jan. Okay. So do remember, say to your friends, be there, all the best, be timely, all the very best to your career, all the best, and thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir. Good night.
Thanks, sir.
Good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.